it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. So over the weekend, I finished, I think we only have 2 turtles left. So we've got 4 done, 2 over here, but I have like all the shells over here. They need to be worked on. Every time I come over here, they're like really dry, so I have to like keep adding water to them. So we'll just kind of, I don't know. I think we're gonna do some carving on the turtles. I feel like making some really great progress there. It'd also be nice to get them done sooner rather than later, just because they are really big. And I don't really know like how long they're going to take to dry, to bone dry. Definitely much longer than it will take the shells to dry. Okay, I got some like reclaim chilling over there. Now that I have like a little bit more space on my table. So, I think this has been taking me about an hour to like, from kind of like whatever vaguely poorly carved state that this is in to like the final state. So I think we'll just be mostly working on probably just the one turtle. I kind of feel like if I lay it flat, it's kind of like not quite sitting flat. So I kind of want to like smush. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like, I just kind of want to smush it around so that it's actually like sitting more flat. I really hope this doesn't mess anything up in terms of like how it's compressed, but I think it'll be fine. And hopefully it will like, when it's finished, it'll just be kind of a little bit more flat. Some of the turtles that were in my first batch, they don't quite sit flat. They're a little wonky. And that might have something to do with this part. So I'm just kind of like pushing the clay like downwards, and it's pretty like, it's not too dry right now, so it's letting me kind of push more of it like downwards. I feel like an alternative would be to just kind of carve it from the bottom, but it's kind of tricky to like carve it completely flat. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. Yeah. So what we should do first is just kind of, it's like stuck. Okay. I want to check out the general shape. Like, where the heck are these legs going? This one's like probably too wide. Just kind of like reshape the legs and shape the tail. I feel like this side is like kind of bulging for some reason. So I want to reshape it, carve off the excess. I think this kind of like well could be carved out more, and then we'll go and carve a foot out of the bottom. Once we have like, we need this shape, this outer shape to be like exactly where it's going to be before we carve any more out of this. And here's my reference turtle. So you can see like how much it shrunk. Cause like they should be, like this one should be just about the same size as this one was originally because of the like the template that I used. So let's see. Where do I want to start? Maybe with the legs. Where? Oh, here's my filming knife. Yeah, I think this leg is too big. I think this is too wide, and then this one comes off a little bit too much. Like it goes outwards a little bit too much. I'm just, I don't know. I don't want to be like a perfectionist or anything, but I want them to look like maybe a little bit better. I mean, ideally, I would really like it if the legs were all the same size and shape. That would be nice. But I mean, there is like a bit of charm to it when it's not like perfect. I just want like a certain level of finish to it though. And then I think we could also maybe, okay, the head is kind of squared off right now. To sort of like adjust where the legs are, we can like, we could like take some off of the head so then this space is wider. Like we could do things like that. I don't know. I feel like maybe the head, no, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not too big. I don't know. It is kind of like square, so I want to like round it a little bit. It's so hard just like holding it like in the air while trying to like carve it. But this is like the best way for me to like actually see like how it looks versus like having it sit on the table while I'm carving it. I don't know what project we're going to do after these turtles are finished. Maybe like more miniature things. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, I forgot to mention, a little while ago on the stream, I made like a miniature vase. Is like maybe like an inch big. I was like fiddling with it and trying to carve it, and it like just I kept trying to fix it. It would break and I would fix it, and then it just like completely just just there's like a giant tear like all the way through it. So I was like, I don't think I can fix this. So I had to scrap that one. Otherwise, I'm getting things back from the kiln today. I was supposed to pick up yesterday, but I completely forgot. Someone asked me in the comments where I fire my work. I fire at Morning Ceramics. I already replied to her, but I think it's a her. I replied, but I fire at Morning Ceramics. They let me fire things in their studio, even though I'm not taking any classes and I don't have like a membership or anything. There are a few places here in Portland that allow you to do that, but and like I don't know, I feel like there are like once in a while like new studios popping up too. In the area, Georgie's is the ceramic store. They also offer to do firings. And there's St. John's clay. I've never gone there, but I've only gone to Morning Ceramics. And that's where I get my stuff fired at the moment. Okay, this lake is a lot smaller than that lake, I think. Yeah, it's definitely smaller. Okay, we're gonna have to make some more adjustments. And then move over to the other legs. Yeah, not all studios will let you just fire work if you're like not a member or you're like not taking a class, because it can be a little risky for them to have like complete randos firing their pieces there. Because it's like, you know, like, do these people know what they're doing? Do they know, are they using the right kind of clay? Are they using the right kind of glazes? And like, typically, I think the majority of studios fire at cone 6. And like, I don't know, they're kind of taking a risk, like, just like taking on things from like random people. But I'm so glad that like there are places that allow me to do this, because otherwise, like, if there weren't any, I don't know what I would do. I mean, sometimes people can just like, let me like maybe move this. Sometimes people, like, if you just know like a local potter, they might let you like kind of like rent out space in their kiln. I suppose like some people would maybe allow you to do that, but you'd have to like reach out to these people and kind of like get to know them and stuff, and like, you know, just like regular people that do ceramics, like they don't have a studio or anything going on really. But I've heard some people are like okay with doing that. And that'd be pretty cool to like kind of like create like a relationship with like a local potter, and like, I don't know, they would probably answer your questions if you had any about ceramic things, maybe. I don't know. I guess it depends on how much like free time they have. I don't know. And you can always find them selling their work at like local arts and crafts fairs and stuff. Because I know like not everywhere, like if I was like in my hometown, there's no way like I would, like, there aren't ceramic studios there. Like there is like one local potter. So I would have to like go and like approach him and like kind of like would have to like have hope to like work out some kind of deal or something. But like, I get it. Like, not everybody lives in like, you know, like a big town with these kind of resources and stuff. Or they're also like, I don't know, I've heard people suggest like possibly going to a one of those like paint your own pottery studios and like asking them if they would allow you to like get your pieces fired there. I have no idea if any of them would like be okay with that or anything, or like, but I mean, they do have kilns. Although I don't know, I guess it depends on the studio, but we actually just went to one this weekend. It was so expensive. It was so much more expensive than remember them being, I mean, this is a different one that I went to last time, but they, holy cow, they're really expensive. But I think typically they buy their pieces bisqued and then they just like do a glaze firing with it. I was really curious. I really wanted to go because I was really curious like how they do it, and it's all stroke and coat. So stroke and coat is like mostly like an underglaze, but it has like, I don't know like anything about like the chemistry, but stroke and coat, it is colored like underglaze. It really does look just like any other underglaze, except it doesn't need a clear glaze to be put on top of it. It just, when you put in the kiln, it just kind of like turns into something that looks like it has like underglaze and a clear glaze on top of it, which is like it's so weird because like it took me so long to like hear that was even like a thing. Like I accidentally bought stroke and coat once, but like I put a clear glaze on top of it, so I had like no idea that it was anything different. It's so weird. But yeah, they just have like a million bottles of stroke and coat in all kinds of colors at the Paint Your Own Pottery place. Anyway, yeah. So I think those are some options if you want to, if you maybe don't have like a ceramic studio. If you like don't want to have a membership, that is possible to do. Or I mean, if you're like new to ceramics, I don't feel like I would recommend buying a kiln unless you like were completely devoted to it. I've heard like, I don't know, I guess like I've heard like online that some people they're just like beginners doing ceramics, and they just like went out and bought a kiln, like bought all this stuff, and then they're like, oh, like I don't really like doing ceramics, and then they just like sold all of it. And that is just like bewildering to me. I'm like, holy cow, like kilns are not cheap. By any stretch of the imagination, they're not cheap. Like the cheapest like brand new one would be like, I don't know, like at least $1,000, if not like $2,000, and that's for like a brand new like tiny itty bitty baby one. Like I don't know how people be living their lives like that, but like I would definitely recommend having someone else like firework, unless you were just like completely devoted, I suppose. But to me that's kind of like intimidating, because it's like if you're like super new to it, I don't know, the whole idea is very intimidating to me, to like put all these like pieces in there, and it's like you don't really know what you're doing. And like, what if you underfired it? Like I think you could just put them back in there and refire it, maybe. I don't really know. But if you overfired it, I know that's definitely not something you can fix. And I think like, I don't know what would happen if that was like a bisque. But if you like overfired for like a glaze firing, like your glazes would probably like run like crazy, I think, or they would like bubble and blister, and just because they've gotten like hotter than they're supposed to get, stuff like that. I don't know, I just hate the idea of like putting all this stuff in a kiln and then it just and then accidentally ruining the whole thing. I'm very like I I'm very like worst case scenario about everything. I'm just like constantly like paranoid about what could possibly happen if I do like anything. Yeah. What else was I thinking? Oh, I don't know. I was kind of like thinking about talking about the paint your own pottery thing. Holy cow, they must make so much money. I've recommended trying out like a paint your own pottery place because like it is really fun and it's definitely the kind of thing to like do for like a little like a date night or like out on the town with the friends. Holy cow, it's really expensive. The thing I got, it is the size of a large mason jar. But it's actually pretty cool. It's divided into different sections and they're measuring cups. But when you put together, it's a mason jar. Whether or not this turned out well, I don't know, but I'll show you guys when I get it back. They said that they need like 2 weeks to fire it. So it's gonna be a little while. Until I get it back. But I'll show you guys. But it might be after. I might not be able to like get on a stream and show you until like after my week-long like vacation that's coming up. Flying out August 23rd, but like at night. So I probably will be streaming that day. I don't know if I'll have it in hand or not, though. Yeah, so this thing, what was that? $67? And it's like the size of a mason jar. And I was like, holy cow. But I also paid for Jason's because he really didn't want to go. I was like, it's literally around the corner from the house. So we always drive by it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so fun if we went there and did like the little paint your own pottery thing? We were there for like, I don't even know how long, way too long, because I was like, my little like mason jar thing, I was like, what should I do? Should I make like one design or should I make like separate designs for like the separate cups? I felt like that would look weird. So then I kind of went with like it looks like a mason jar. So I was kind of thinking of like, what if it was kind of like sangria? So like I have like a background like juice color, like a pinkish color. And then I thought it'd be so cute because sangria has like, it always has like chunks of like fruit in it. So like sliced up like oranges, like blueberries or something. I don't know. I just found some like, I found like an illustration of like sangria. I don't actually drink it like very much. I've had it at Applebee's and it was too strong. So I don't really buy it like ever, but I just thought it'd be super cute. It kind of also, I don't know, could look like a really fruity lemonade, something like that. So yeah, it took me like forever because I put strawberries, I just like filled it with stuff. Strawberries, lemon slices, orange slices, raspberries, blueberries, and then like very last minute, they're probably gonna look really bad. Very last minute, I put on like some ice cubes to kind of like be floating around in there too. I liked the idea. The idea was super cute, but underglazing takes forever. And you need to put like multiple coats on so that it's not like super transparent. So I ended up doing like 3 coats of everything. I think we were there for like 3 hours or something. Like it was way too long. Because Jason, like, I don't even know, I think he finished his like within the first hour. He got a little fishy piggy bank. And it was kind of like a fish sitting on a rock. Super cute. But he didn't really like do a lot of detail on it. Where like mine, I was just like drawing like strawberries and stuff on it. So yeah, but I'll have to show you guys like how it turns out when I get it back. I'm so excited, but I was like, I felt really bad because it took so long, but I was like, I paid like, it was like over $100 for both of ours, because I paid for Jason's too, because he didn't want to go. And I was like, holy cow. I was like, I don't want to just do like a really, really bad job on it because I spent so much money. Like, and I was like, it was not something I could take home and just like fire myself either, even if I wanted to, because their stuff is low fire and my studio only does mid fire. So like I had to get it done at the studio. And I don't know if they would just let you come back. I feel like not. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of weird too. So yeah. So we spent like forever at the paint your own pottery place. But I'm like super excited to check out how it, like what it looks like. Hi WD I'm just talking about, well, I went to a paint your own pottery place over the weekend and how that went. Making these turtles, if you guys have watched, I used this little thingy, this little lid. It goes to, I don't know where the dish is, but this was from a paint your own pottery place. And I painted like this little like abstract thing on it. I kind of wanted like a watercolor look for that. So I actually do really like it now that I like use it like every day, but I was like really disappointed that it came out kind of like transparent and washy. At least like in terms of like the inside color, cause like underglaze will kind of be underglaze is kind of like you have to put a bunch of coats on or else it'll be like transparent. Let me just like wash this real quick because it has clay on it right now. You can kind of see like the strokes and stuff in the pink. But that's also probably because I didn't know when you do each layer, you're supposed to alternate it. So if I only went this way with the brush, that could also be why it looks, like you can see the brush strokes. Do they let you make it or pre-made? So at the Paint Your Own Pottery, they have pieces there, that they, I don't know if some of them, like, I don't know if any of them would make the pieces themselves. The ones that we got, the place where we went, they were like made in China. And they are like slip cast molds, that have already been bisque fired. I really do not think that they would let you bring anything there. I don't know. I feel like probably not. I mean, their stuff is like so expensive. Probably mostly because, I mean, for a lot of different reasons, it's like really expensive. Not that the slip molds like could really be very much money. They probably buy them wholesale and for like, I don't know, not that much per, but I guess I don't really, cause like how would they know, like, I don't think like just the person there would know what to charge you if they did let you just like underglaze it there. I feel like they wouldn't let you do that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if any of them would like slip cast their own stuff. Jason and I were like talking about that because he like he kept mentioning it, like, because it says on the bottom, it says made in China. And he's like really taken aback by like how expensive it was, and like they don't even make the molds themselves, like they're not casting it themselves, they just like bought it like on Amazon or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, like if they made it themselves, it would be like even more expensive than it already is. Like, jeez. Yeah, and then they also have like $14 milkshakes, which is like, that's a lot. That's a lot for a milkshake. But I will say it was really good. It had like an entire cupcake on it too, and it was like, okay, that's really fun. And it was definitely the fanciest milkshake I've ever like seen. But yeah, it's like, holy cow, I wonder what their margins are. Their margins must be like amazing because of like how expensive this stuff is there. Let me see, I'm trying to like, I don't know, this foot looks really weird over here. Yeah, I miss being able to slip cast myself. Oh, I didn't know you used to slip cast anything. Demo. I thought you were just kind of like asking about like potentially doing that. That's pretty cool. I would like to do some slip casting, like I think well, I don't really like know when, but if I had like more space for my ceramic stuff, I would like to potentially incorporate that into like my process, because some things, especially like carving these turtles, it takes like so much time. We're like I could probably like make a cast of one of them and just create a mold that way, and that would be like so much easier. It would bring the price down a lot. I'm not entirely sure how much to price these at. Now that we're making new turtles, like a new batch of turtles, I'm timing how long each step of the process takes so that I can get like a more accurate kind of like price for them. Obviously, like, there's a lot that goes into like carving this like basically completely by hand. Besides the fact that we had like a 2D template of like the general shape or like the general like size, you know. But like I think that would be really great. Or once I get more of those like animal trinket dishes like done and sold, like I kind of feel like that'd be a good one. Like any best sellers to make like slip molds of those, because I mean those are kind of time consuming, and like I feel bad that I have to like charge so much for them. But like making molds of my stuff could really bring the price down on a lot of things, because it wouldn't take quite as long to make at that point. Oh, okay. So, you used to do slip casting, but no one offers it anymore. Did you take like a class or something? Something like that? I know you've mentioned like trying to find a studio that would let you do that. I'm not entirely sure, like, I have no idea if like studios would let you do that or not. I mean, you kind of have to have like your own special clay to do it. I don't think, I wouldn't think that like studios don't typically like give you clay. Like you have to usually, I think, bring your own. I think, I don't know. I don't really. I've never had like a studio membership. Really just working in that like university studio for class. Like we didn't do any slip casting. I think that would have been like more of a advanced class or something. There were not a lot of, like I only took 2 ceramic classes there, and they were both like focused on wheel throwing. So I've never made a slip mold or done casting or anything. But once I get more space and like would have like space to like put these like molds and stuff. Molds are like pretty big, even if what you're making is like relatively small. Let me see. We could carve some out of the middle right now. Sometimes I just kind of like to jump around to like different areas. No, when I was in the military, they had it where you could pay a small fee and could use their molds, clay, kiln. Don't think had a formal class, just instruction from whoever ran the shop. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's really cool. I didn't know you were in the military. I've gotten the feeling that you're like, maybe like my age or something, but like, I feel like, I don't know. That's so interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty relatively new to like the ceramics world and like all of that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't even know that many places that even like sell molds. Like, oh, you're 47. I don't know. I don't know why I got this impression that you're like younger than me. I don't know. That's really interesting. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that was just like a really specific like place that like offered that. I don't know. Like, I mean, I really don't like, there's like this, like when I moved here was really like the time I was like, I had just left the university, so I didn't have like that studio to go to, and I was like looking into like the local studios, and this was like it was like a bit past like COVID times, where like generally you could go places without a mask and stuff, but like memberships and stuff were just like there were none at any studios. So I just kind of like looked at that time for like for a little bit, and then I just kind of like gave up on it. And then just like got my own like setup going here. But yeah, I don't know, maybe that's just like a really specific like studio or something that you found, but like I've never really heard much about like any that let you do like slip casting stuff. I mean, there are some that will have like a class on that, but they're just kind of like one time classes on like how to like, I don't know, like how to make a mold, and then maybe you come back later and like use the mold. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't taken any other like ceramic classes. I should actually look into that, because I think within the next 2 years, maybe, I might be getting a kiln. If we move into this Jason's parents' house, they have a house that we could move into, and then I might be getting a kiln then. So I kind of need to like maybe take like a kiln firing class, like how to do that or something. I don't know. Oh, you're not even sure where the stuff you made went? I feel like I feel that like all the time. I'm like, where did all this stuff go? I mean, most of the time I sold it, but sometimes I'm just like, where is all of my stuff? I feel like, I swear, every single time I move, I lose like a significant number of things. like I don't know, just things just like magically disappear like when you move. And I've been moving like almost every year for like the last like 6 years or something. Almost. I mean, not quite, but like I move a lot, and it's like I just feel like I'm always losing things. Oh, your mom still has a lily-shaped vase that you made? That sounds so cute. I definitely need to make more vases, and just more things on the wheel. I don't know why. I just like, it's literally sitting next to me, and I'm like, I don't feel like getting it out. And I'm like, there's not really anything to get out. It's just sitting down and doing it. I don't know why. I don't know. But I definitely do need to like get these turtles like done and out of the way, because like they have been sitting over here for a chunk of time. So I definitely do want to get these out of the way before making any other things. But I was thinking about doing some wheel throwing this weekend. I don't really feel good about wheel throwing on the stream yet. I've had some problems trying to wheel throw, like, basically ever since that, like, so I took those classes, and then COVID hit, and then it was like a couple years not doing any ceramics, and then I moved here, and I didn't have a wheel, and I was just hand building things. So there's like, I don't know, maybe like 4 years or something without throwing, and I just completely forgot how to do any of it. For the most part. So I'm like, I don't want to be like struggling on the stream, like trying to just like simply center it for like 20 minutes or something. I've been saying that I'm going to add it to the stream, but I want to feel like pretty confident about it before we do that. Or else it's just going to be like a struggle bus. Oh, whoops, I just kind of like hit, I don't know, let me see, what should I grab? Maybe like the fettling knife. Fix this. It's very thin over here. What else? Yeah, I really need to get my reclaim going. I think maybe, I think my reclaim over here will be ready to use once I have the turtles finished. I feel like I only need... I mean, this turtle should just about be done at the end of our stream. The other one will need an hour, and then I'll just need like a couple hours to do the shells, and then those will be done. So all of the turtles should be like done. And then I think I'll use that the reclaim. I have so much reclaim over here. I think I'll use that for maybe doing some wheel throwing. If it's like not too dry. Sometimes it dries out way too much and I can't, like, it's a little bit too dry to use for wheel throwing. Okay. I feel like I kind of like where this is going. I think this leg is I think these bottom legs need to be like adjusted. Also, it's really bothering me how like like raggedy like the bottom of this one is. Okay. This leg is like it's like too small, I think. I mean, I could like add clay to it, but I don't know if I want to do that. Also, this leg over here is kind of like squared off. I kind of need to like round it out. Let me see. Do I have any other news? I don't think so. I don't think I really have any other ceramic things. Jason is going to pick up the things that got bisqued and bring those over later today. So I'll get to check out how the stuff turned out. Hopefully we don't have anything break unexpectedly. I think we mostly had a bunch of like trinket dishes get put in the firing. We had some of the little pendants for necklaces and stuff. So I'm really excited to work on those. I don't know, maybe when we get the turtles done, maybe I'll do like some underglazing. That is possible. Although sometimes when I do the underglazing on the stream, I get kind of distracted because I'm talking at the same time and then I forget like how many layers we just put on. Typically, well, it's normal to put on like 3 layers of underglaze, but I do like 5 if I want to get it to be opaque. So it definitely takes like more time to do. Okay, so you have like, so there are places that like offer classes for you, but like not a thing where you can just like go in and do it. Do they offer memberships? I feel like if you had a membership, you would be able to do that, but like memberships are not cheap. Memberships are like, well, I have no idea how much they are. They're like probably a couple $100s though. 200 if not like more, like per month. I feel like that's like so much. And that typically doesn't include the cost to fire the pieces that you make either. Like that's a separate price. Although I think like some studios I feel like I've seen where they said that they will give you like a discounted rate. Or so, if you have a membership or something, maybe. I don't know. But over an hour away is like, that's pretty far. Because like, obviously you have to come back. You have to come back home. And it's like just 2 hours. Like, I mean, more than that. Just driving there and back. That, you know, that's a lot. Unless it's like, I don't know, like your weekend or something. You really dedicated your weekend to that. But that's a lot of time. Oops. That's kind of like, I mean, there are definitely benefits to being in a studio. Like, I think it would be like really cool to just be around like all these other people that are also doing ceramics, like, and like, I don't know, like get to know them, or like maybe like make some friends. And you can definitely probably like ask people like, I don't know, for their thoughts on things that you're like currently working on, or like if something went wrong, like maybe people could like help you out with like what happened, maybe. I mean, I go on like forums like Reddit for that, which is still really great. But I think like the in-person connections are really fun. But yeah, like it is like really inconvenient to like have to like commute, especially if you like work a full-time job, like because it's like, do you even have time to like go to the studio after work? Like when is the studio closed? Like, can you only go there on the weekend? And then it's like you can only go on the weekend, and then you're paying like this monthly fee for like 2 times 4, it's like 8 days out of the month, kind of. But it's like, would you really go for both days though? So it's kind of like, I kind of just like, well, there weren't any memberships available for me to join, but it was definitely like kind of a hard choice to like want to do that too, because it's like, it really is like so much more convenient for me to do this in my house. Yeah, I've looked at it on the military bases, but no direct number I could find to ask. Interesting. So are you at a military base right now? Are you like, I don't know military things. Are you like at a base, like doing things during the day? Honestly, I feel like this is looking really good. I kind of feel like the head is too big. I don't know. Maybe I could make the head a little bit smaller. Yeah, I feel like it's like maybe like a weird, maybe the shape is a little bit weird. Okay, I just like carved a giant chunk of it. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to like make the head smaller now to like fit this. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this part, like, the neck part is kind of weird. I feel like that might be, like, too thick or something. Like, it needs to be carved down a bit. Yeah, I think that's looking better. What else did I do? Oh, we went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine. That was good. I don't know. I mean, really, like, I mean, the second Deadpool was, like, okay. But, I don't know. It's just kind of weird because it just followed around this random kid that, like, has never been, like, in the show before. And you're like, this kid is, like, the star of the show. Like, I don't know. I just felt like it was kind of weird and random and, like, I don't know. He's not even in, like, Deadpool and Wolverine. And I don't know. The whole thing was kind of weird. But I liked it. It was good. I thought it was pretty good. It, like, I feel like the more movies they make, like, in a series, it is hard for them to kind of, like, beat that first one. The first is always, like, the best. But I don't know, I felt like it was good. Worth seeing. Pretty, I mean, I'm definitely, like, I really do like a lot of the Marvel movies. So maybe that's just me. Like, I don't know. Some people just, like, are just kind of, like, more into, like, DC or something. I really need to watch Loki. If you didn't watch any Loki, you should probably watch some of that before you just jump into Deadpool and Wolverine. You don't need to, like, see a lot, just, like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe, like, the first episode at least or something. I'm not even caught up on Loki. I watched the first season, but I haven't watched the second one yet. So yeah, so that was fun. What else did I do this weekend? I did spend a good amount of time, like, working on the turtles. Like, a couple hours. Maybe, like, 4 hours or something. Not really a lot comparably. Because I'm still playing my Harry Potter game. Went out and met up with a friend and got some lunch. Always fun. Let me see. I feel like the tail's looking pretty good. Maybe it's, like, it's kind of thick at the end though. Okay, I think I might. Okay, how can I do this without, like, breaking the end of the tail off? You should go like this. Oh yeah, it was kind of, like, cloudy, so we didn't go to the lake. I think otherwise we need to get in some more lake time before it starts cooling down too much. It wasn't very hot. I mean, comparably, it hasn't been, like, that hot here. Compared to, like, how hot it has been. It's been, like, 90s. But it hasn't really been getting that hot until, like, pretty late in the day. It's kind of weird. Like, 6 o'clock will be, like, the hottest point in the day, which, I don't know, that seems really weird to me. I always feel like 1 o'clock or something should be, like, the hottest point in the day. Okay, I just want to adjust the bum here. Just kind of make it look like a round thing with kind of like as if we like attach the tail and the legs. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, okay. So it is 2 o'clock. So I'll have to go, but so nice to be back with a stream after not doing any streams for a little bit. Yeah, here's our little turtle. I'm trying to get him off the thing. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Just about done. I think I'll probably make, I feel like this, I might need to make these other legs smaller, and then maybe the head will need to be smaller. I don't know. This leg is like, it feels like it's like coming off a really random angle. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. And then I still need to carve out more of the bottom here too, but it is getting a lot closer. Yeah, and then this other one is doing pretty okay. This one leg is like really small. How tiny this leg is. We might need to add some clay to it. I don't really like doing that, because sometimes they crack when I like add pieces, but we might have to do that. So yeah, well, that is our stream for today. Thank you so much for joining either on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're watching. If you're on Twitch, all the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There you can find a whole live stream playlist and some other ceramic related videos, or just like other art related videos. I have like some other things on there too. But yeah, well, I will catch you guys tomorrow, and I think we're going to have a normal stream schedule this week. Monday through Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.